Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4, a video game all about building a strong military and dominating your enemies in World War II. But what if you were only allowed to use tanks? I did this before as Germany, but a lot has changed since then. And with that, I don't just mean the focus tree, but also the capabilities of some nations to defend themselves. Looking at you, Britain, I hate you. So without further ado, Iron Man, historical, and go. First and foremost, let me define this challenge, because tank only, at least how I understand it on this channel, means that we only build tank divisions, and for a division to qualify as a tank division, it needs over 50% hardness, and aside from obviously tanks, it is only allowed to use motorized infantry, armored cars, and later on mechanized. So no Italy tank divisions with a lot of horses and one tank. And on top of that, I also allow myself Air Force and Navy. But just because I can build it, doesn't mean I can outproduce Britain, or let alone the US. Yeah, it's still a challenge. The very first thing we're going to do, as Germany, is to put most of our mills into tanks. I would say as many as we can, because day one, if you didn't unpause yet, you don't lose any production efficiency when you reassign your mills. So now I added all the mills from the other production lines to tanks, and we're still at full efficiency, which is going to be very useful, because as I said, we only gotta build tank divisions. That implies we will need a lot of tanks. And I gotta say, what also happened since last time, not just that Germany got a new focus tree, I think that wouldn't even be that big of a challenge. No, the real problem is the allies are a lot more competent now. You have a Britain with decent amount of mills and everything, but also a lot of Coast Guard. So landing here is gonna be quite a challenge, meaning we will probably have to build some kind of navy too, but let's talk about that when we get there. For now, first focus, we will probably need some industry, and I know that the economic growth path is a bit slower, but way better, because you just get your bonuses quite quickly without any big malice, while the 4-year plan is a gamble that you have enough resources to get autarky. Because if you don't achieve this, you're basically screwed. You already know what I'm doing, right? Like, I just like a challenge, okay? Just because something is better doesn't mean I'll do it, okay? This is more active clicking buttons. I like it. We just gotta be careful that we go to this focus over here. Otherwise, we will not have a fun time with the MIFO bills, because this focus over here decreases the amount of consumer goods factory factors. The MIFO bills eat up each month, and that adds up quick. So this is very good. Construction-wise, what I will do is build civs. We're gonna do a little bit of civ greed at the beginning. It does pay back. Research-wise, maybe one tank research into armor, and this company seems pretty good because they make tanks a lot cheaper and even better for light and medium tanks. So we can start with light tanks and then go to medium tanks. That is cool. So Daimler-Benz it is. And with the rest, I'm gonna be a bit boring and do research bonuses and industry bonuses. Very good. Oh, very important what I forgot to do. Unit-wise, we are only allowed to use these divisions here. All the others have to go. Yeah, tank only sadly means a tank only. So 4-year plan is done, giving us 2 civs and industry bonuses. Let's immediately rush down to over here. Nothing important up here, just building slots and a civ. Locking us though into autarky, but most importantly, as I said before, we do this to go to this focus. We want to be here as soon as possible, because as I said, we have the MIFO bills ticking, and they will add a lot of consumer goods over time. Decreasing that quick would be good. And right now, per month, it increases by 3. That is a lot. That is actually a lot. And with that focus done, let's immediately go into institute price controls, losing some popularity, losing stability, but giving us the good decisions and modifying the consumer goods growth. Very good. You gotta say, last 35-day focuses, I played some old focus trees and there are quite a difference. As for political power, this seems quite good, so let's do it. And with that focus done, we could rush down the research slot, but I gotta be honest, I think I don't really care about that. And I just noticed we need 50 civs anyway, so can't do it. But I would say it would be better if we go down a political path now. And as for the political paths, I'm gonna be a bit boring and go down historical, because for this challenge, not having a civil war might be good. Just saying. And I do know that you want to rush down these over here, because they can lock themselves out after a while. Plus, they have very good political power modifiers partially. That will be helpful in the beginning. So definitely we'll go down here. And we gotta bully Austria. Goodbye, political power. As for the decisions we got, we we can now decrease the effect of the MEFO bills by spending political power, and to a certain degree, we don't even get downsides. But starting over here, we do. We do need to be a bit careful. It doesn't help forever, just, you know, buys us more time. And with the Rhineland remilitarized, let's do Führerprinzip for some political power, activating the mechanic over here, and modifying our leader. Let's get it. I do love political power, I gotta say that. That sounds pretty good. So focus is done. I would say I get myself to political power first. As for end modifiers, yeah, I think way more political power is great. 0.25 sounds amazing. Let's do that. Very quick focus, already done. Now this entire path over here has a cooldown of 175 days. Even better, or his focuses down here, which do take very long. I don't even need to do them. This guy does his own focuses after a while. So yeah, good luck. As for the rest here, I don't think we can rush down Anschluss anytime soon. With the few unequipped tanks we have, really bad. So let's just do some industry, and I would actually get some mills first and then go into civs. So yeah, let's do that. 2 mills, a better modifier for the MEFO builds. Let's get it. In the background, the Spanish Civil War started, and I can't send volunteers here because I need 30 units, but I think I can fix that. Yeah, I have a lot of really badly equipped tanks here. So yeah, can I send volunteers now? I can. Beautiful. 2 tanks, that is all right. Let's send them with some air force. As for fighting here, I will just do a front line, and because I want to migrate better, I will go to immobile cohesion, meaning these tanks will not move themselves anymore, but I still get the org bonus from them planning. There you see the planning going up, even though they will not move themselves, meaning you can easily micro now. They added this a few patches ago, and for stuff like that, this is beautiful. The only micro left is to actually draw front lines. That is, yeah, that's still a thing. So these focuses are done, improving the MEFO bills modifier yet again, and giving us some mills. Quite a lot, actually. Now I would say let's actually get the research slot and, yeah, get that out of the way. Civ-wise, we're still missing, I would say 1 civ? No, 2 civs. I guess let's do this focus over here for 2 civs and a dam. So, in the background, Mr. Hess has also finished that focus over here. Very nice. Allowing us to click these decisions over here, which, once they're done, give us new building slots and a construction bonus for over a year. Very good. And with the dam done, let's get the research. To be honest, early game political power is not that important because most of the people I want are still locked, which does also mean I will very soon go into the mill path, but will get one of these over here quickly before that. Either him or him. I think I will also do an early mill build, which is a bit greedy, but with tanks, I would rather start building a lot earlier than later. The difference to a more normal Germany build would be that you go into civs longer, so you have more civs to build mills later. Now, long term, I will build less mills, but if I conquer my enemies quick and build up compliance governments, this shouldn't be a problem, I hope. Over here, I will take this guy, which later on gives us very good mill construction speed modifiers. A lot of mills too. +1 max factory per state. Plus even more mill construction speed. So yeah, that is pretty good. I'll take that. And with him done, let's reform the army. I need the guys here. And the tank modifiers. By the way, we're also doing aircraft carriers. I think I never said that, but I like them. And you can stop me. Oh, yeah, that is starting. I guess good luck, Japan. Because if they do well, I have less of a problem with Navy. That would be good. But for now, let's get better Panzer doctrines and Heinz Guderian, which I do want. And Rommel. Yeah, I want these. These are actually really good. Political power-wise, I would say let's go war economy and build faster. Yes, I'm doing a research facility, okay? I kind of want to have that. It is useful. Trust me. Expensive, but useful. Spanish silver going very well once they remove the bad modifier. Our guys over here making themselves way better already. And focus tree-wise, I'm just doing industry stuff now that we will need. I would actually say some synthetic refineries in general would be good to mix in the production line. And if you're asking yourselves, oh, where are all the civs? We're doing a compliance government, so it is better than it looks. But yeah, we're really starting to get some mills. We're really starting to catch up with everything. I already built so many tank divisions. They are just missing tanks and trucks. But yeah, this guy very good. And he too, obviously. Focus-wise, maybe let's fix the military a little bit. Spanish Civil War is coming to an end, and it's over, which is very good, because I don't know if I lost too much tanks. I don't actually think so. We just need so many light tanks, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, this only counts properly equipped units, and all of our tank units are a little bit of equipment away from being properly equipped. We got this in a second, but we still don't got this. I really need Austria, though, so do I merge these? I will lose so many tanks. Okay, yeah, we're building tanks super quick now. Even though they're still bad, we just needed to initially build some, and we can do Anschluss now. Let's do that. I need the industry, especially for the Meepo builds, because they are at 50% now, and it is super high. Anschluss is done. They say yes. I mean, it's historicals. Of course they do. I immediately have to delete the units, and oh, I need so much more men in the army for Sudetenland. I guess let's get another guy over here then. Deleting all of the templates again. I mean, I could add one motorized to bloat this up a little bit and build more divisions again. And let's do Raider. That could be good. Yeah, I think to get this through, I need to cheese a little bit and make an overbloated tank division, because we are not even close to getting enough people, and we really need that industry now. And what I mean with bloating up the army to seem bigger is I will transform them into this division now, which will add a lot of men into the army that don't have enough equipment. I need to actually spread them out. They're eating up all the supply. Yet have space for way more units now. And once they fill up, they should be enough for the focus. You know what, just in case, a few more. I can use the meantime to get some aircraft research bonus, which is really good. But I've played very laid back so far, and if I want to win this challenge, I should stop doing that and actually try hard a little bit. So we can spit those out, and yeah, that should allow us to demand the Sudetenland. Very good. I also started building very, very outdated light tanks. These are just gonna be for occupation reasons, nothing else. And I know you always tell me I should use armored cars, but I feel like if I do a tank only challenge, occupation should also involve tanks. So I guess we can build a few armored cars, but yeah, these should be also tanks. It's an awful rule I set myself, but it is in there. On top of this medium tank I built, I want to also do artillery as an artillery tank, and they really don't need most of that fancy stuff, and anti-air as an anti-air tank. We did also just research the improved medium tank, quite out of time, so that is great, but also very expensive, and it kind of resets our production. Anyways, we should get this Sudetenland. We do. Now let's get the rest. Italy wants to join. Sure. Think I won't call him in, but it could be a good distraction. As for Czechoslovakia, I would say we do Slovakia as a puppet state, because my occupation stuff is not prepared. It's going great, I know. So yeah, let's do that. And Romania wants to join. Why not? Making a division just for occupation. Something like this. Very important here, equipment-wise. We only allow them to use this tank here, which is this one. Vice versa with the other tank division. They should never use the MP tank. Never. It's bad. The big question now is, do we do the Molotov-Ribbentrop pack, or do we say, screw it with Poland? I like it, but at the same time, I don't. But I guess I want this to be a bit more predictable, so I guess we take it. And oh my god, we gotta get to 1 million to declare this war. This is crazy. So we got a ton of useless tanks in the back now. Let's get the war goal. This is gonna be a bit weird. Firstly, because we are super late. Secondly, we are weaker and stronger at the same time. Because tanks are really good, but most of my tanks are empty tank divisions just to bloat up the numbers so I can do focuses, which I don't use at the moment, but I can easily transform them into these over here, which are not amazing, but decent tank divisions, especially with Air Force, and especially for the beginning of the game. So yeah, once this focus is done, we're gonna have a horrible time doing the war, but once I have time to reorganize everything and turn these filler divisions into actual ones, we will have an easy time. So focus is done, giving us a war goal. I would say let's immediately delete half of these, and the other half I will turn into actual tank divisions, and I will now delete this division. These other tank divisions can be distributed over our current tanks. Then there will be a security force just here in the Benelux. Yeah, our actual numbers are now that we are still missing quite a number of medium tanks, but light tanks we are alright. These are for later. Everything else we also right. By the way, if you ask yourself why I haven't upgraded the planes yet, I'm still researching the engine, and then I can actually build the planes I want. I would say let's go to war. You all attack. Air Force should be doing Air Force stuff. Replace Meepo builds with Economy of Conquest. And now that we're at war, do these focuses over here for bonuses. Very good. And we gotta conquer real quick, because we already at 78% 8% here. That is not good. I like the green though. That is good for now. They're only this slow because we are on speed 3. They also have no one in Danzig. This is beautiful. I gotta say, in the early game, it really doesn't matter if you have good tank divisions. Most tank divisions are good early game. The French do try to push, but that will not happen. The Finnish want to join. No. But yeah, them doing last stand is a bit annoying, but the allies will not be able to support them on this front. The French will not be able to push on this front. I will probably be a bit bombed right now, which is to be expected, and my air force is a little bit behind. Plus, I should import some oil, I guess from Iran. But yeah, I think we got this. And this time I didn't do the mistake of forgetting to build rubber, and we actually produce our own rubber. I did build refineries. I do gotta say, my industry is horrible. I really screwed up the early game. I didn't commit to mills or to sieves, so I got neither. But we're still cooking though, so I'm happy. And I say this with, you know, Poland. Poland is, I guess, the free war normally. I did also build the 2 aircraft carriers, so we do have that too. And I do plan on building more. Never give up. But for now, let's consolidate this here. Oh my god, I need so much more oil. Gotta say, those carriers are not even bad anymore. Got radar, got NTR3. Of course expensive, but gotta say, those are good carriers. I like them. As for the fighter planes, full cannon, CAS will be full bombs. And I mean, NAV is NAV. We are in Warsaw, that after 27 days exactly, because we did start this focus right at the beginning of the war. War is not going perfect, but far away from bad. Yeah, Poland is gone. Beautiful. Let's seize their stuff, getting some industry back over here, and build more mills. We need mills. Soviets can have the half. That is fine. Don't want to occupy it all anyways. Yeah, we can also very much weaken the Allied Air Force here, but just shooting them down. Beautiful. But I will also prepare around the Maginot Line now. Rate 0 is super good, by the way. I see the number of fighter planes decrease in real time. It is crazy. I'm rage baiting them into dying, and they can do nothing against it. I will also get this modifier over here right now, because I tend to forget these. Let's do that. We can also be a bit sleazy and take out the Netherlands first, then Belgium. So goodbye Netherlands. Yeah, that was very quick. I'm also gonna be arrogant and prepare a collaboration government in the Soviet Union now. And I see what Japan is doing. Oh my god, it doesn't look like they're winning. This is gonna be on me, isn't it? Oh no. But we can improve our industry once again, thanks to the Dutch. Down to 45, which is still a lot, but not 80. We were at 80. But yeah, I would say let's take out Belgium. I was wondering why I wasn't pushing until I got more intel. They are last standing. Great. Belgium is gone. Very beautiful. I do gotta give the British something. They are generally helping France. I never saw this in quite a while. Fall of Paris and goodbye. Question, do we want to beat you, France? I mean, I never do it, so I guess we can. Cleaning a bit more everything up. Yeah, sure, why not? Just want to get them out of the way, not really control them. Send out my navy over here to clean a little bit up. The result of that is the British don't have submarines anymore. So my trade should be awfully safe. Oh, and Mussolini did that. I should help, right? On the other side, I never called them into the war, so they're not at war with the allies yet. Maybe I want to keep it that way. So these naval invasions are done. Let's go in. Call me highly optimistic, but we should have this. Oh yeah, true. The other factions have submarines. Oh, I forgot about that. I would say good test for a naval landing. You know, for this over here then. That's gonna be fun. That's the moment where I should have prepared a Coast Guard. I didn't. Italy is still having fun down here, but to be fair, with the help of Bulgaria, they got quite far. And now they're officially in the allies. Oh my god, those two raids. I don't know if you saw them. I think we will have air supremacy. I am not sure though. You know what, with that amount of damage dealt, I think I'm gonna be a bit greedy and send my navy into the channel and see what happens. Yeah, no, I think I'm not gonna do that again in a while. But we do gonna get the air supremacy. Those trades are not sustainable. We even overtook them in manpower in the air. This is very good news. Okay, naval invasions are out. I didn't count on that, but you know, if I lose my navy, I might wanna try something before that happens for good. We even got good air over Britain, so we might actually have this. I'm gonna say this with the words might actually, okay? Because the British are a pain in the arse to naval invade. Now you see every coast tile has one unit there. And if you don't have a navy or an air force, you can forget naval invasions currently. That's why the Portuguese video I did was such an awful world conquest, because they just don't have the capacity to do this, at least in the early game. Because if we don't capitulate Britain right now, the US will join. Actually, very, very soon. It is kind of late-ish, but, you know, we started this late at very little tanks. The units are now, I don't want to say good. I can't oversell them here, but it is enough to do tank only. You have to do some sacrifices there, and it's mostly the unit types. Would I love to have, like, big, girthy 35th tank divisions? Yeah. Can I have that? No. And oh my god, there's so many Belgians in London. I guess we bullet them to be in London. And oh my god, my poor navy, I should really just leave. And if you think right now with green air and shredding them cast-wise, plus tanks everywhere, why the British not melting? They get a defensive modifier for quite a while. It's not as bad as the US defensive modifier. They just get it for free forever. They get 20% core attack and core defense just out of nowhere. I still don't know why the US gets this strong buff, but it is still a pretty good modifier. London at least is gone. Let's see that we can take care of the rest. And I have so many spy slots now. I just became spy master. Oh, Soviets, you're gonna have a network you won't believe. Talking about networks, I got some compliance government in the UK. 75%. That's actually quite good. So they should be gone soon. Come on, please. Liverpool fall. Let's go. Oh, and Italy really doesn't deserve these points. They joined so late. And it just sent some troops over. Those penises. So, peace really over. It is kind of good. At the same time, it's gonna be a bit awful because I took everything directly, which is good and bad. It's bad because I think Japan gets a war goal against me at some point, and because it will take me a lot of tanks to occupy this all. It is also good for the sole reason that I got more land versus Italy. India is manpower-wise amazing. Indonesia for the resources, beautiful, and we could always, you know, kill Italy and then take the land this way. My question is now, do I want to go against the Soviets or against the US before they are too strong? And I think if the US is kind of now or never, while the Soviets will probably chill for a little bit longer. But I kind of need way more occupation tanks and way more into our medium tanks. Import-wise, I think we covered, and I might actually interrupt this. Oh, we can't do it yet. We don't have chromium. Oh no, I guess we need chromium. The Italians doing that, and they're not even immediately winning. How do you do this, Italy? How do you declare a war and are not prepared for it? They're losing Dalmatia. Oh my god. I did also steal the entire British Navy, plus the French, so that is good. Yeah, of course, Japan declares now. You know what, Japan? I will deal with you in a second. And how did Afghanistan get these provinces? I'm not even asking anymore this game. But at least you also have the decency to declare war on the US. Anyways, talking about the US, let's not wait anymore. Yeah, the US is a total mess. I don't have enough tanks, but at the same time, they don't have enough forces to defeat me either. So the only thing keeping them alive right now is that 20% modifier fighting on core territory, because I completely shredded the Air Force and I've completely dismantled the Navy. So yeah, fun. The problem is I will lose some of these resources over here, which is annoying because I do need those, and I do need a few more tanks. The good news is we have endless factories now, so I can just build more tanks, more than we lose. We do have double their mills, and we are in New York. Beautiful. They just retreated all of the units. I don't even... What are they doing? I mean, I guess I'll push. All of the units are gone. They just moved everything up. What? Is it because they lost New York and trying a naval invasion now? I don't know what's going on. But you know what I also want to? Complain. And yeah, we're really shredding the Navy. It is crazy. I mean, I stole the entire Allied Navy. This was to be foreseen. But still, yeah, we are drained, but they are too. And I think if I order my planes to follow my army, we should have this. Because their Air Force, yeah, it's nothing. They had 100k at the beginning of the war. We have 100k now. They're kind of screwed. And the encirclements are pretty nice. I guess sacrificing the entire annoying part of Canada that you can't really defend and just defending the side I care for the invasion is a strategy. Yeah, 20% attack and defense modifier is not useful if you don't have troops in the region. And the Japanese do start the naval invasions. I don't really care. I will just kill Japan at the end. It's fine. And yeah, the US Navy is not having a great time. I mean, if Japan naval invades the other side, I'm just saying, we would have some man in the high castle vibes right now. But what is kind of crazy to me, we started this war late and everything, but now it's 1942 and we're looking like this. Turns out respecting the treaty with the Soviets might be a good thing, at least for now, because long term the US is gonna be more annoying. The Soviets will always stay the Soviets. They will always do the wave attacks. They will always do the same old spiel, the US will get strong and strong over time. A lot. Oh, we'll get a big compliance government over here. And how close are we to capitulation? Not really. My god, the Japanese are so annoying. But I gotta hand it to you. Armored cars might have been the right idea, even though we just have interwar, because I guess I'm lazy with research. Oh my god, am I lazy with research? What is going on here? Sorry for that. But the armored cars are the things that don't run out for me. The tanks on the other side, that's a different story. But could it be that it's mostly the light tanks we're missing? Oh no, it is the medium tanks, okay. I gotta say, I burned myself very much out in this war. My units are very thinned out and the US is pushing me back a bit. But I consolidated quite well. I just need to chill a little bit and get these tanks under control, which is just a few months, plus get more tanks over there. The US is not having a good time. I mean, yes, they're pushing right now, but they're burning the little equipment they have left against my full air control. Like, it is not even contested anymore. Just that you know how strong this 20% core defense modifier is. Full air, cast damage, and they are pushing over a river. Of course, now it looks easy because they're already winning. But the beginning situation, of course, it wasn't like looking orc-wise like that. This modifier does a lot of damage. 45% compliance government, though. I will throw in another. Oh, wait, that was the Soviet. But yes, US 2. So we're back in a pushing game for the sole reason that they pushed so deep into me that they generally made it quite easy to just completely encircle them. Still need to be careful. I still need to catch up with those medium tanks. But I think we got this. I mean, we can try to be greedy and do a push. Yeah, that's all green. I guess we're back. It was overconfidence versus overconfidence. Me and the US, both. But I knew when I was starting to lose a lot that I should become less confident and consolidate. Their mistake is they didn't see the signs that I stopped pushing. And yeah, we might be able to capitulate them now. There is Houston, there is Dallas. And the US has a lot of cities in the middle of it too. Not just the coast. And them controlling Canada doesn't matter, by the way. Because I have no compliance here. Even better, I don't need to hold it right now. They have to occupy now. And it's not a core of theirs, so they don't get anything from that. Japan is at war with the Soviet Union now, though. That is annoying. US is about to capitulate, but you know what? I have another collaboration government, so I will wait for that and chill a little bit. This is the moment where Chile also declares war. And, oh, please don't become a great power. You know what? I'm not risking that. Chile just joined the American Commonwealth, I think. Yeah, and they can become a great power, so I will just keep pushing because, yeah, compliance is great, but dealing with Chile is horrible. Just don't become a great power, please. They didn't. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it all directly. And I've so much more points than anyone else, so that is just guaranteed land for me and more navy. Beautiful. That is not beautiful. What is going on here? Why does... Oh my god. I hate this game sometimes. You know what? No questions asked. I'll just take it back before they get ideas. But yeah, generally speaking, we control a lot of the area now. I would say I will consolidate all my navy and bring it to Hawaii and prepare a cute little naval invasion against Japan. They're pretty straightforward to take out. You land in their mainland and the war is over. The army is busy against the Soviets anyway, so I doubt there will be resistance. And yeah, because of the glitch that Japan got this, I didn't get any of my compliance from the compliance government. This is a glitch I noticed many times on HOI4, that if I capitulate someone, but some other party also gets land, which they shouldn't, I don't get my compliance. And I don't know what that is. This is like a super specific thing. I had this with Russia in my Portuguese video too. Yeah, it's not fun to deal with, and it really takes away from doing compliance governments. So it would be cool if somebody looked into that. So that over here is dealt with, and the navy is in position to clap the Japanese. And thanks to now endless fuel on my side, very much appreciated, USA. This should be easy because I can just put all of my ships on patrol, meaning I will have a lot of naval supremacy. The question is if I can get the range to actually land, but I will try. For now, I'm happy with thinning out the Japanese navy, which does work very well so far. So yeah, looking good. Very good. That's the flagship gone. Beautiful. Okay, first naval invasion is out to Iwo Jima. If we could get that, I would have enough naval range to get to mainland Japan. I don't expect a lot out of this war because they are fighting the Soviet Union, but I will get all of my land back, plus mainland Japan, because the Soviets will 100% get a China, which is annoying. But it also is what it is. Also, Hungary just left the access to declare war on Slovakia. Are you sure, Hungary? Like, I have no tanks here, but I built an entire batch. I guess we do a side quest now. I didn't want to do this, but here we are. Anyways, back to the main theater where we did actually land. Let's add some more landings. Yeah, not the wisest move from Hungary. I am kind of confused what they tried to do here, but this might be over quick. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. Slovakia, you can have that province back. Very good. You know, don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm just saying. And I think in the background, yeah, these naval invasions are also out. And the Japanese Navy is probably not in good shape. Yeah, they did lost 134k to me. And I can guarantee you that is not from the naval landing. That is mostly the ship sunk. Yeah. They're bringing also over their entire navy to fight me off. And they retreat. Yep, we got naval dominance. Not even contested anymore. We also still can't do this focus because of chromium. Where in the world except Turkey is chromium? I just need chromium. I guess the Soviets. I mean, we have some more time. 32% consumer goods. We can't get this to 100, by the way. That's the main punishment of this mechanic. So what I would say is that we go against the Soviets very soon and hopefully capitulate them very quick after this war. Why I'm optimistic about this is because they have a 100% compliance government and that should end this quick. Yeah, I was yapping a bit too much and they had a lot of stuff on that island. So my first naval invasion failed. I thought them fighting the Russians would make this an easy naval invasion. No, apparently they still have stuff at home. So I'm taking this more serious now. Actually prepare a big coordinated naval attack. Because the naval invasion before was happening while I didn't even look. So a lot of troops landed desynchronized from each other. But I think Hawaii can go now. And Iwo Jima starts once they're getting close to here. And then we should land on the entire coast. If that fails, I will finally introduce the tanks I've been building here in the background, which for the first time I have enough of. I built those artillery and anti-air tanks and could never add them. Yeah, maybe now is the time to make my tank divisions actually good. Because for now, they mainly still just exist. They are not good. So Iwo Jima also go down to 4 speed. So not gonna lie, it was a rough landing, but we are here and I am pretty sure we are here to stay. The air dominance was and probably still is. Oh, actually we have it. Yeah, it was not guaranteed for the longest time, but we do have it now. Still pretty brutal though. Yeah, that's more like it. We need more airports. I gotta say, I've never seen such a stubborn Japan, and in a way I kinda like it because Japan should be more of a challenge. In another way, it is annoying because the Soviets are expanding in Europe now and stole Romania. Yeah, annoying. Good news is I'm getting a lot of war participation, way more than the Soviets, and that surprises me, but I guess fighting on core land is worth a lot. I mean, probably it's sinking the navy, right? Oh yeah, it is 100% sinking the navy. Oh, that is actually beautiful. Okay, might be a good peace treaty then. Breakthrough power of our bad tank divisions is still surprisingly good, especially with air support. So yeah, now that we have consolidated our army and have supply, this is easy. At least it's not a challenge anymore, okay? Like, it still takes some time because the tank divisions are super bad and I really need to get them in shape, but it's what we could afford at the time, and I have been in constant war since then, plus I'm lazy. So yeah, it is what it is. Italy does that. Focus-wise, we can do this one over here to finally get all the good modifiers and reduce autonomy of puppets. That is nice. Have I forgotten to do focuses for a while? Maybe. Do I need any focuses? No. I mean, we can do this one. You know what then? Let's finally get our Turkey done. This modifier is pretty bad. But yeah, the encirclements in Japan are crazy. But let's pretend I played so bad to get some more war participation. I didn't, but we could pretend. So, peace treaty is over. I got 95% and indirectly the navy through puppeting, plus even more resources, plus of course I got Marlins back. So, as for my army, please come home and let's reform you, because these tank divisions are outdated is a nice word. Plus, very late, but I guess better late than never. Let's finally do mechanized. Oh my god, I got a lot of mills from that. That is so many mills. I did just notice the ally still exists as Turkey. So, yeah, good luck, Turkey. So, we got outer key achieved, which is very beautiful. As I said again, this path would have been way easier. Because of chromium, I I had a lot of my civs locked. But to be fair, since I own already half of the world, I've not been building that much. I already have more mills than what I need to defeat the Soviet Union. I have 600 with endless resources. They have maybe 300 with limited resources. So yeah. Plus, I did take that much of China for the sole reason that if they would have done a Chinese puppet, it would have become a major. I don't want to deal with China. So I just did that. And why do I have so many spies? Italy do be having the time of their life, heading Turkey. I just built a few more tanks. And I gotta say, the speed they're being built is crazy. It's like 150 per tick. That is quick. Oh, yeah, that's 92 just in this one production line. I gotta say, beautiful. But all of that aside, Soviet Union, let's go in. Finland is also declaring their war. I guess good luck, because I have no troops there. They're apparently so deep in a focus tree that I am giving them land. What is this game? Oh, I forgot we have a military axis. This is so stupid. But I won't stop just because of that. My war participation is so high, I don't really care. And yes, you might be surprised to hear they are all melting. Turns out, building decent tank divisions is better than bad tank divisions. I know, crazy. Finland peaced out. Thanks, game, for being so amazing at game mechanics. I really appreciate how this encircles my entire tanks with land I conquered and then gave to the Finnish. Of course, working as intended. So war going pretty well. Well enough, Yugoslavia is having a good time because I'm a bit stuck supply-wise. Maybe I shouldn't send that much tanks over here. That's a bit overkill. Generally speaking, though, and with that message proving it, we're looking pretty good. 83%, yeah. I would say Stalingrad and a few more minor cities should do the rest. Supply is getting a bit of a problem, but I gotta be honest, we are in the Soviet Union. It is 1945, so this is still year one of this invasion. It's a pretty good year one. And they had a lot of time to prepare for this. I mean, they had the Japan war, but I doubt that it took too much from them. On the other side, it is China and there's no supply here, so maybe I'm wrong. On the other side, yeah, they have to guard this area. This is all looking very good. So, supply situation was horrible and we lost a lot of stuff in the last push. But I think we are now coming to a conclusion. You see the supply situation everywhere is horrid and I ran out of manpower. Yeah, auto-attacking the Soviet Union in most states is just generally a bad idea because the terrain will screw you over. The moment I bring some kind of idea what I want to do with my tanks back into the plan, everything goes a lot smoother again. So yeah, we're pushing. Looking at, yeah, 99% and now 100. Goodbye, Soviets. That is defeat communism. Done. I guess we need a faction goal. But I would say, generally speaking, and jokes aside, I think we won the World War. Even though it was annoying. Not the tank-only part. That was very strong. Just needed a bit of micromanagement that I was apparently too lazy to do in this recording. But I would say all the factions attacking each other. Italy, this time I let you survive. Normally I tend to eat them at the end, but they did a good job, so... I mean, for Italy. Bulgaria did help them in Greece. I do remember that. Anyways, as for the end, this was my division, plus this SMP, and we end up with quite the industry. I would say quite the manpower. I mean, deployed, yes, but we are by service for requirement because of the Soviet war. But to be fair, we have full compliance, so yeah, we might get more in a second. And to answer the question, is tank only still a viable strategy as Germany? I would say yes. I had a lot of fun. It got harder, definitely, but it is manageable, especially if you use more than 3 brain cells. I can say this because I should know this game, but sometimes I'm too lazy to do stuff. It's just me, though. Anyways, from my side, thank you all for watching. As always, my supporters, I love you. If you want to support the channel too, obviously, just watch the videos. If you want to give more via Patreon, YouTube membership, a super thanks, or like and subscribe, that is appreciated too. And some of that pays my bills. So yeah, thank you a lot for that. As from my side, until next time, bye.